Picture an era of knights and castles, the time of the Crusades. This is the world King Baldwin was born into. To truly appreciate the magnitude of King Baldwin's achievements, we must first delve into the historical context of his era. The turn of the 12th century was marked by some of the most turbulent periods in human history. It was an age of faith and fire, where religion wielded the power to move masses and reshape nations. This was the epoch of the Crusades, a series of religious wars sanctioned by the Latin Church to reclaim the Holy Land from Muslim control. In the heart of this conflict was Jerusalem, a city of immense religious significance to Christians, Jews, and Muslims alike. It was a melting pot of cultures, a city that thrived on the crossroads of three continents. Yet, it was also the epicenter of some of the bloodiest conflicts known to mankind. The political climate was equally volatile. The power dynamics were constantly shifting, with alliances made and broken, kingdoms rising and falling. It was a world where might was right, and those who could not defend their claim were swiftly swept away. Amidst this chaos, the Kingdom of Jerusalem emerged as a significant power. It was a beacon of hope for the Christian world, a stronghold amidst the storm. But maintaining control over this prized possession was no easy task. It was a daunting challenge that required a leader of exceptional skill and tenacity. This was the world that shaped King Baldwin. The intricate dance between religion, politics, and power was the backdrop of his formative years. His experiences in this tumultuous era would mold him into the influential figure he was to become. In these turbulent times, a young boy named Baldwin was born, destined to become a king. Young Baldwin did not wait long to make his mark, ascending to the throne at the tender age of 16. Born into a world of power and privilege, Baldwin was a child of the court, his life shaped by the machinations of the mighty. Yet the world of politics and power was far from a playground for the young prince. The crown he was destined to wear came with a weight of responsibility and danger. As a boy, Baldwin was groomed for leadership, tutored by the finest minds of his era. He learned the art of diplomacy, the intricacies of governance, and the strategies of war. But nothing could truly prepare him for the throne's challenges. Baldwin ascended to the throne amidst turmoil and treachery, his crown a target for ambitious nobles and neighboring kingdoms alike. The early years of his reign were a crucible, testing the mettle of the young king. Faced with rebellion, Baldwin's youthful energy and strategic mind rose to the challenge. He quelled dissension within his court, silenced his critics, and stamped his authority on the kingdom. His rule was firm but fair, his decisions calculated and shrewd. He gained the respect of his subjects and the grudging admiration of his foes. Baldwin's early strategies to secure his rule were simple, yet effective. He built alliances, fostered loyalty among his nobles, and strengthened his military. He understood the importance of a strong economy and invested in trade and infrastructure. His policies brought prosperity to his kingdom, further solidifying his rule. But Baldwin was not just a king of policies and strategies. He was a king of the people. He walked among his subjects, listened to their concerns, and worked tirelessly to improve their lives. He was a beacon of hope in a time of uncertainty, a young king who dared to dream of a better world. Against all odds, King Baldwin managed to secure his throne, setting the stage for a reign that would be remembered for centuries. His early years on the throne were not just the emergence of a king, but the forging of a legend that would echo through the annals of history, the tale of a young king who rose to become one of the greatest rulers of his era. King Baldwin's true genius lay not in his royal court, but on the battlefield. His strategies were a testament to his knack for warfare, a symphony of tactical brilliance that often left his adversaries in awe and disarray. Let's delve into the nuances of King Baldwin's battle strategies. One of his most notable tactics was the use of terrain. He was a master at turning the battlefield into his ally, using the lay of the land to his advantage. Hills, forests, rivers, each became a part of his strategic arsenal. His armies, well drilled in warfare across diverse terrains, would use these features to ambush enemies, or to create defensive fortifications, thereby dictating the pace and direction of battles. Then there were his surprise attacks. King Baldwin was an advocate of the saying, "The best defense is a good offense." He believed in taking the fight to the enemy, often when they least expected it. His sudden and unexpected assaults caught many a foe off guard, creating confusion and panic within their ranks, and tipping the scales of battle in his favor. But King Baldwin's strategies weren't all about brute force and battlefield prowess. He was also a diplomat par excellence, often using political maneuvering to outwit his opponents. He would form alliances, make pacts, and even use subterfuge to weaken his enemies before a single sword was swung. His ability to play this chess game of power, alliances, and deception was as potent a weapon as any in his armory. Key battles like the Siege of Ascalon, the Battle of Montgessard, and many others stand as prime examples of Baldwin's strategic victories. In each of these, his use of terrain, surprise attacks, and diplomatic maneuvering came together to create a winning formula. King Baldwin's battle strategies were not just about winning wars, they were about securing a future for his kingdom. Every move, every decision, was a calculated step towards a stable, prosperous realm under his rule. Such was the brilliance of King Baldwin, the battle strategist. King Baldwin's reign was not just about war, it was about building a kingdom that could withstand the test of time. This king, whose name has echoed through the annals of history, was not only a formidable warrior, but also a visionary leader who built a kingdom that was remarkable in its resilience and prosperity. King Baldwin was a master of domestic policy, understanding that the strength of a kingdom was not only in its military might, but also in its economic stability. He implemented policies that encouraged trade, agriculture, and crafts, creating a diverse and robust economy that was able to support the kingdom during times of peace and war. He understood the importance of a flourishing marketplace, where merchants from far and wide brought their goods, enriching the royal coffers and the lives of his subjects. Infrastructure was another cornerstone of King Baldwin's rule. He commissioned the construction of roads, bridges, and fortifications, not only to facilitate trade and transportation, but also to protect the kingdom from potential invasions. These projects were symbols of progress and security, tangible evidence of a king who cared for his people's welfare. But King Baldwin's vision extended beyond the borders of his own kingdom. He understood the value of diplomacy, forging alliances with neighboring kingdoms and even with distant empires. These relationships were instrumental in maintaining peace and ensuring the kingdom's survival in a volatile world. Yet King Baldwin's legacy is not just about his policies or his administrative decisions. It's about his vision for a kingdom that was strong, prosperous, and respected. It's about his unwavering commitment to his people, his relentless pursuit of progress, and his deep understanding of the complex dynamics of ruling a kingdom in an ever-changing world. King Baldwin left behind a legacy that was about more than just war. It was about a vision for a strong, prosperous kingdom. His reign stands as a testament to the power of visionary leadership and strategic decision-making, a lesson that resonates in the corridors of power even today. King Baldwin's life and reign were marked by a balance of war and diplomacy, strength and wisdom. Born into a tumultuous epoch, he ascended to the throne and quickly made his mark as a formidable leader. His reign was characterized by astute military strategies that saw him triumph in numerous battles. But King Baldwin was more than just a battle-hardened warrior. He was a keen diplomat who knew when to draw his sword and when to extend a hand of friendship. His administrative acumen was equally commendable. He managed his kingdom with the precision of a chess master, ensuring prosperity and stability during his reign. Furthermore, he left a lasting legacy, shaping the course of history through his actions and decisions. His life, reign, and strategies serve as a fascinating study of leadership in a bygone era. King Baldwin's reign stands as a testament to the power of strategic thinking, both on the battlefield and in the royal court.